What's up everyone, welcome to Football Dose. My name is Ali and today we're going to look at Manchester United summer transfer news and what players will be the best acquisitions for them in the foreseeable future. So let's go and dive right into it. We're going to judge every potential signing based on three things. Number 1. The need. Do Manchester United really need to invest in that player? Number 2 is obviously the price tag. This pandemic will take its toll on every Premier League club, no matter how rich they are. Number 3 is obviously their stats and their influence on their team over the years. Number 1, we have Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho has been linked with every big Premier League club and every European club for the past 2 or 3 years. If you look at his stats, in 23 games that he has played, he has 14 goals and 15 assists in the Bundesliga alone. That is pretty impressive for a 20-year-old. Do Manchester United really need them? Absolutely. I think this is probably the signing that they should prioritize. He can play on the right wing, he can play as a second striker. He's a brilliant player. And Manchester United haven't had a proper right winger in years. The last closest thing I remember is Antonio Valencia, and he was shifted to right back by Louis van Gaal. So I think Jadon Sancho will be a great fit for Manchester United. If Manchester United are able to land Sancho, I think they can probably target top 3 every year. And will he turn out to be good, or will he turn out to be like Mkhitaryan? I think he will be an absolute hit for any club that he plays for. I've seen him play. I actually watched Dortmund matches just to see him play. Next up we have James Maddison. James Maddison is a centre attacking midfielder for Leicester City. If we look at his stats in the Premier League, he has 6 goals and 3 assists. Not bad, but not exceptional in any form of way. His passing is pretty good. He can create spaces. But Manchester United signed Bruno Fernandes, who has been an absolute hit. And I think that Maddison is not needed at Manchester United. If Pogba left, I would say still they should go for someone like Ndidi or Tielemans or Thomas Partey. I think those would be the players that they should more focus on. I think Leicester are doing a great job, but I think he has the caliber to play for a bigger club. Probably Arsenal, in my opinion, or even Tottenham Hotspur. Eriksen left in January. I think they need a good attacking midfielder, and I think James Maddison will be a better fit for Spurs, in my opinion. So number 3, we have Jude Bellingham. I know a lot of people, a lot of sports outlets and media outlets are linking Jude Bellingham to Manchester United. Watched a couple of matches, in fact. He's okay. I mean, he's 16. He was born in 2003. So he's 16 years old. Do I think that he will walk straight into the first team? Absolutely not. I think he will be probably like Diego Dalot type of signing. He will play every once in a while. So I think Manchester United need him. I mean, look at the squad they have. They have Scott McTominay, Fred, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, and Angel Gomez. I don't think Jude Bellingham is needed. But I think he's a good player. I'm not sure. I think the switch from Championship to the Premier League and to play for such a big club, I think that requires a lot, and I don't think Bellingham is quite ready for that yet. Maybe in a couple of years. Anyways, moving on. Harry Kane. The only concern that I have with Harry Kane is his injury. He's an injury-prone player. Do I really need to explain why he is a good fit for Manchester United? Rashford is the only player, and he has no competition in the team. And I think that Harry Kane should be a priority along with Jadon Sancho. Will they be able to land both? Because I think both will command a fee upward of 100 million. Probably they can. Manchester United might be able to pull it off. And if Pogba leaves, that it will help the case further. So Harry Kane has, if you look at his stats, 25 appearances. He scored 17 goals and 2 assists in all competitions. One of the best strikers in the world, hands down. And I think Manchester United will be a much better team if Harry Kane joins them. Anyways, moving on. It's Kalidou Koulibaly. I have a few concerns for this transfer. Number 1, the price tag. Obviously, he will command a fee of 100 million. I don't think Manchester United should spend that much on him. He's 28 years old, I think 27, 28 years old. Honestly, his stats are pretty poor with Napoli. He has kept 3 clean sheets in 15 games. I know they're having a bad season, but still, I think I have my doubts for Koulibaly. I think he would be better off for somebody like Arsenal. At Manchester United, I think they are okay. Manchester United can look at Dayot Upamecano. I think he is a better option, and they might not have to spend a lot of money on him. So I don't think Koulibaly should be a priority for Manchester United. Moving on, we have Kai Havertz. His stats are pretty good. 37 appearances in all competition with 10 goals and 10 assists. He's a good player. I don't think that he's as versatile as people think he is. He's more suited to a centre attacking midfield role, in my opinion. And Manchester United already have Bruno Fernandes. Will he be a good fit for Manchester United? I'm not sure. I think there are better options in the list. I have a fear that if Manchester United sign Kai Havertz, he might turn out to be like Mkhitaryan. Even Mkhitaryan had astounding stats in the Bundesliga. Moving on, we have Jack Grealish. He has been linked with Manchester United for a while now. Even in the Championship, he was performing in a similar way, if not better. He has 7 goals and 7 assists with an 85% pass accuracy, and in a side like Aston Villa, those are pretty good numbers. I think he can make any team better. He's been linked with Tottenham, Liverpool, Arsenal and Manchester United will have to fight for it in my opinion. Grealish can play as a center attacking midfielder, he can play in midfield, he can even keep the flank busy. And with him and Fernandes in midfield, with McTominay behind, I think Manchester United will be scary if that happens. So he's a leader, he's a good goal scorer, he can create goals. His link from midfield to attack is brilliant, and the goal he scored against Manchester United, that was like an audition tape and he passed in my opinion. That was a brilliant goal. So the 3 players that I would like Manchester United to buy or pursue are Harry Kane, number 1, number 2 Jadon Sancho, number 3 Jack Grealish. I think if Manchester United are able to afford these players and they somehow lure them in, I think Manchester United will be a very scary side because Harry Kane and Jack Grealish are Premier League proven. So that is the end of the video. If you have any suggestions, please drop them in the comment down below, and as always, I'll talk to you in a while.